Leviathans, the Jade Dragons, the #1 and 2 seed, starts right here with Dulcet and Mifflin.
That's right, and the last time these two teams faced off, it was a 3-game, very, very competitive set between the two squads. And Miff, we've talked a lot about top 2 versus bottom 2, top 6 all going to phase 3 playoffs.
Starting to work his way to this side of the map, and there's the follow-up, Shinto right behind him.
Yeah, should be an initiation here from Phantom. Sure is. Up to the PALADINS Mike. Still level 4, and Mike is going to get dragged into the Earthshaker. You wrote it up, Miff, and the Leviathans listened. That'll be first blood and perfect timing to equalize the goal.
Junglers are out there burning all the relics, and we're supposed to be the guys that are making use of the burnt relics as well. It's tough.
Shinto, his relic burnt. It's beads down, and the Scream from Scream hands over a kill to Pagon. That'll tie it up over at 1. Pretty simple rotation in. That's the threat. So Panatom has Palau. Mike is here, but that'll send Panatom right back. And a nice play from the Jade Dragons to keep the score equal.
Yeah, great pull from Pagon, sets that up completely. Now Haddix had to defend his blue on his own last time around. He's got some allies this time.
Haddix takes his ult towards Scream, up into the Palau. Goes one, Wrongy with a decent silence, but Mike with the Shards of Ice just answers back, so there's no Palau pull, double wall! But just one freezed off shell popped by Wrongy. Pagon doesn't see his opening, but Wrongy sure does. Where does Earthshaker land? On to no one, and Mike left limping away. Wrongy won't escape, and a double stun from FineOK seals the deal on this fight. And after all that, just one pick on the L. A lot of damage.
Quick.
If Wrongy throws up the Dharmic Pillars, the Jade Dragons get the Gold Fury, despite a little pushback from the Atlantis Leviathans. I was ready for Wrongy to sprint through that wall and try to make a steal happen, but didn't need it. Zapman still has beads, but does not have ultimate. And now an early swing for the Jade Dragons. Gold Fury immediately into a pick onto Zapman. You get as a player. So
like it shows on your stats.
Yeah.
That's not a buff.
That's a huge buff. Everyone's going to be buying it more often. Statics going to get run down by FineOK here, who gallops through the middle of the team fight. And with the stun onto Shinto, forces the Dharmic Pillars out of Wrongy. Double stun from Panicap, but the Maw stun from Zapman, it's great as well.
Yikes.
Mike did pick up an Aegis.
Didn't
and
help.
immunes out the Earthshaker, and a double Palau on the other end. Means the Leviathans win this fight, and it's only Mike who drops.
Yeah, the Jade Dragon just chased
Gladiators, we're just watching minions fall prey to the gods, walking forward. The Phoenix might be no different. Scream pops out of the wall. All right, there's your pushback though, but the Phoenix is already gone. Now Panatom into the back line. Pandacat's health bar's evaporated, but so is Panatom's. And he's got to choose his exit route carefully, and he's chosen death at the hands of Scream. Phoenix +1 for the Dragons.
You've got a Trebuchet and Minion Wave already set up in mid.
Pagon flutters away.
Yeah, I'm just thinking Beads and Aegis can't be in the game at the same time, so it should be easier still.
You would think. Pagon is caught in the Dharmic Pillars. Silence onto one. Pagon does take half of his HP and damage, and Scream has been forced out of the back of the fight. Panatom finishes off the kill, but it's immediately traded back, and that's a 1-for-1. All things considered, the Leviathans might take a 1-for-1 trade given how far behind they are.
No, that is a great trade. Panatom makes an active decision, says, I'll trade my life for Pagon's. He had no, and he was right.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Haddix has teleport, can get back into this fight. Panatom, watch out. Oh, Haddix is teleported in behind. Panatom is there as well. Mike reads it. Dharmic Pillars catches out Pandacat. Wrongy has to dash to the side. FineOK separates. Beads off of one.
See ya.
Shinto deletes Pandacat. And Scream hoping to do the same. Panatom and Haddix have been stunned for an hour. And they'll shrug it off and get back into the fight. A double Palau from Panatom. Oh, this one might just be over. The Leviathan steal an enhanced fire giant. They will run down Mike. They will get the D aside. Unbelievable. Game 1 to the Levi's.
And it's the exact thing we were worried about. Panatom goes for a flank. Scream does not. So the Leviathans get to set up a pincer, catch the Jade Dragons unaware, and there is no response. The Leviathans got to pick them apart one by one. The only one Scream was able to focus was Wrongy. He dies, but awesome. You killed the elephant. Every single other member of the Leviathans make it through from the brink. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. They just hold on until eventually the Jade Dragons with what'd you call it last week? Some unforced errors.
Yeah. My
Blunders.
goodness. The Leviathans just now took the gold lead.
Zeroing Soul pretty much throughout the game.
Well, we'll have to see if the Jade Dragons can fight back in and take us to a game number 3, or the Leviathans got to remain that #1 seed. It all comes down here to game number 2. We'll throw it over to Dulcet and Mifflin.
That's right, we're getting a little bit spicy here in game 2 as well. The Dragons totally change up their composition. The Atlantis Leviathans have made a couple changes themselves, Miff. Nice. Oh my goodness,
Good God.
again, Panatom forced to dash away. Mike also secures the red buff, where the Leviathans trying to put some pressure back.
What a menace.
Should be first blood. And the Jade Dragons do drop first blood, but Mike maybe feeling like he's got something to say for Haddix here, who's got the Whirlwind of Rage and Steel. Ready to go for CC immunity. It's 1 jump away, 2 leaps, brutalize on the other side. And Scream will use the beads.
Oh,
Final
you're done.
K's gotta have the damage.
Does he
And
live?
he does. Haddix so trades out a kill, and so it's not devastating for the Leviathans. Panatom's in on the chase.
Great brutalize.
No pull onto Scream, who brutalizes away. Neither jungler with their ultimate. I wonder if either is going to hit level 5 off any of the minions that are in this wave here. And they might, but it won't make the difference. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade over in solo lane.
Yeah, I'm not certain how valuable a trade that is. Scream pulled back in, teleport's good, but not enough damage just yet. That was closer than I think Scream would have liked. Panatom, that's gonna connect.
Panatom in
What?
trouble. Oh no, Panatom! He did it to himself. Final K with the solo kill. My goodness, Panatom.
Not a double tap
Join.
like that, so full credit over to the Jade Dragon Soul Laner, and Scream just still getting active.
Scream's here, and he's level 5. Beads off of Zap.
Good stun.
Fields of Love into the stun, into the taunt, all the CC. Fantastic for the Dragons. That kill, though, only closes the gold gap. The Leviathans 1,000 ahead
Haddix stole that
early in this game. Looks like Haddix
at
did
this
indeed.
portion of the game, so being able to use it defensively, especially in trade from the best initiations from the Leviathans, pretty nice.
Good wall, good freeze. This one's set up by Wrong-You. The Pyromancer down to half. Here's your first team fight of the game. Ragnarok has pulled back Wrong-You, but he simply shrugged it off.
Still alive.
Shards of Ice has dealt a lot of damage, and Pagon's got to clean up that kill. Double Cthulhu has forced back the Leviathans. Ends up being a 1-for-1 trade, though. Dash out of Shinto. And this is where the Dragons will tilt the scales back. Final K on the chase down. Panatom left running. And the 1 extra kill gives the Dragons their advantage.
Yeah, Panatom just has not got the damage out.
Wrong-You. Always a threat with those walls. You can never fully know the impact of the Ymir wall. So you get a good idea of the follow-up. Hasn't quite been there over the last minute or two. That's a double taunt from Mike. Then a nice knockup from Haddix on the back end. Zapman, though, he's being chased down by Scream, and Scream had no help. And so Zapman is able to live, but the health advantage is there for the Jade Dragons. With these double Cthulhus, they could chase down some targets. Instead, looks like the Dragons are choosing to backpedal their way to the Gold Fury. Health advantage Dragons, numbers advantage to the Leviathans. Potentially a steal opportunity now for the Levi's. Whirlwind of Rage and Steel out. Typhoon flies through.
Ooh,
the
close.
Jade Dragons confirm the Gold Fury, but they have lost Mike in trade.
I wonder, can the Leviathans just go straight to the Fire Giant here? Levi's decide it's worth the risk. They pull it.
Fine, okay. Walled off, but he's got a Descent into Madness
Gotta run.
waiting. Oh no, Zapman has been melted through by the Jade Dragons. The shielding from the shell, enough for now, and we'll continue to walk out of this fight. Now, what can the Leviathans
Good
do
ult.
while on the run? Panatom has found the
He's crazy.
backline, and Panatom gets out as well. Shinto, though, will get burnt through. But we have seen this story before. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and the Leviathans left at half HP. The Dragons simply too healthy, and Pagon is too good. It's a double kill for the Morrigan. Wrong-You separates the triple, and it's Scream turning this fight.
Man, Panatom comes up massive for his team there, disrupts the backline. I believe it was a 3-man Typhoon, and just goes unrewarded. Pagon, though, needs some credit for that decision-making, realizes that it's pretty likely the Leviathans step back forward and try and peel out for Wrong-You, and immediately just clotheslines Zapman on the rotation forward
It's
himself.
not fast.
I mean,
Get the
what do you go in with? Blink one? No way.
No, Panatom, he'll think twice. As Haddix gets it done. Haddix taunted away, and the Jade Dragons
It's on.
confirm Fire Giant. Might have been enough damage, but
Hold
what
on.
is this? Haddix and Panatom have gone back in. Double Whirlwind of Rage and Steel. Panatom too low. And it's just the one Fire Giant buff ripped away. Panacat about even. Actually might push against the Dragons a little bit. Haddix would love to have the opportunity. And will get to do so, down to half HP. But it's still the Dragons baiting their line, hoping to grab a pick.
Ultimate from PBM there. Wanted to catch out Shinto. Not going to get a whole lot. Get you
Split
decent
fight.
positioning, though.
This is a split fight now. Pagon wrapping around from the mid lane. Taunton slows down Haddix's escape. Panatom
Screams
with
first.
the Typhoon, but Pagon is transformed. It's another Susano, and this one is for the Jade Dragons. This one has hit
Got him.
Painter, but the real Susano has stood up and gotten a double. Maybe a third around the corner. Final K cleans up Zapman. Panatom with 3. And it's Mike and Panda, the duo lane, the last 2 left running.
You cannot count out Panatom in these late game team fights. Not on this Susano. He is doing so
Back,
much.
and Panatom
He can't leave. He's going to get flanked.
stays, but the Leviathans slow on the EFG. It's down to half. The Leviathans need to get this. Fire Giant taken by the Leviathans. Now
Here comes the
Shinto
flank.
on the wrong side of this fight. Stun is up and stun connects onto Panda Cat. Cthulhu #1, a double knockup. And
Pagon.
both carries are in a terrible position. Wrong you with the triple freeze. Panatom with a double knockup, but it's simply not enough. The Jade Dragons have made waves. Pagon answers Panatom. He is doing Panatom things. It's a triple for Pagon. He might do one better. It's Zapman, brutalized by Scream, and the Jade Dragons send us, in all likelihood, to a game 3.
Levi's too indecisive in their decision making there. Spend too much time twiddling their thumbs and trying to figure out what the response would be to the Jade Dragons. Maybe the Levi's were concerned about a backdoor attempt on the Titan, but with just those two, there certainly wasn't enough threat. And in just waiting too long, give the Jade Dragons the flank. Sure, you get the Fire Giant, but
Whirlwind of Rage and
positioning
Steel.
just not great.
Beads are down.
No way,
Whirlwind
right?
of Rage and Steel in 10 seconds.
0%er.
This Titan burning slowly. Haddix has his ultimate, uses it onto Panda Cat, who's got beads. I saw the horizon of a big Whirlwind of Rage and Steel.
5 for the
Scream's
foul.
definitely very proficient on this pick. The Giannis,
yeah.
maybe the most out there out of all that, alongside that Kukulkan. We'll see if this Giannis works out for the Jade Dragons. Can they bring it back and find the reverse sweep on Leviathans, or the Levi's continue to hold that #1 seed? Let's jump right into game 3.
That's right, the battle for first continues, and one last time, Dolson, Mifflin, and Doug will be bringing you the chaos that's happened up to this point. That's the tech. When no one's building Aegis, you pick a kit.
That's got an Aegis.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah.
I guess
You
that's
don't want to know what else? Every leap in the game is an Aegis.
Yeah, right. I guess we've been doing that. Oh no, 0 for 1.
Didn't need it.
Didn't need it anyway. Pagon rotates through, and that's a 1v1 in the jungle. Panatom's still at level 4. Pagon.
Get over to the red buff for a defense, but because he has to take the scenic route and just walk over, just gave so much time to the Leviathans to maneuver around the map, clear out the buff, and now potentially take another fight. Scream, no jump.
Palau.
Oh, he's done.
One chain onto him, pull in onto Scream, damage from Shinto. I was wondering if it would be the risk. Earthshaker, no,
he
it
didn't
doesn't
pull.
hit Mike. But Mike gets stunned anyway. And a double kill for Shinto, and suddenly the Vulcan starting to warm up a little bit here. Zapman with a nice rotation in, secures the second kill.
Okay. Leaps in.
That's a good transformation from the Kukulkan. Uh-oh, this could be good. This could be good for the Dragons, but it's Palau from Panatom. Chains onto a couple. Both will stay alive through space and time. No good, but Pagon all the way through. Gets
Bad
a slow,
portal.
misses the portal. Panatom doesn't
So
make
close.
it over the wall. Needed just a bit more time. Fields of Love. Now from the Jade Dragons dual lane on their rotation in.
Massive
Stuns
stun.
from Zapman as well. But the Dragons simply have too much. Now equalize this game and pull 1 kill ahead.
Earthshaker used a bit too early in that engagement. Otherwise, I don't imagine anybody's really looking to 1v1
Whoa.
Panda Cat. Wrong you, no freeze. Final K, no problem.
Wow, FineOK chasing down Shinto here. Another through space and time goes wide. Earthshaker onto FineOK. Oh my goodness!
He is stuck.
And FineOK locked in place. And now we'll have to watch his team try to escape. They'll be able to do so. Pagon also died earlier on. Stun from Zapman, no good, doesn't need it. Kashinto's got 2. Can PandaCat now be a hero? Fire Giant at 19 minutes for the Leviathans.
Scream, no ultimate, needs PandaCat to rotate in.
Love.
I don't know if you could steal this, you gotta stop him.
PandaCat waddling by the side. Wall goes up from Rongyu. And the Atlantis Leviathans
And
with
Panatom just catches him in the jungle. We'll see,
Oh, no.
spots the portal. Rookie mistake, that's a simple pickup. Force the ultimate, but how far can you really get? Not that far. Well, surely he could keep walking straight. No, that is
wow.
strange pathing as well.
Pagon on the flank. Earthshaker drops, doesn't execute the target. And the only Fury left hanging. The Leviathans get it. And Pagon's got to defensively
that.
ult away yet again. Mike's alone. Mike's gonna pull, but it's Shinto with his 5th of the game.
Panatom on the
5th
hunt.
straight. Panatom is able to go in as well, up to the Palau. And now maybe some chains to keep this fight going. Immuned off by everyone. Scream will jump on Panatom.
Wow.
The Leviathans didn't close that gap in time.
Yeah, split targets, Haddox decides to chase out FineOK. Good wall though, might just catch Pagon.
A team fight that hasn't gone their way yet. FineOK does not get the knockup. And Shinto has plenty of damage. Space and time.
Look in the back.
Not sure if it's done enough. Shinto with the Earthshaker helps out on one. Panatom has ganked PandaCat in a second to
See ya.
the Leviathans. This is just another hand over fist fight win for the Leviathans. Pagon with steal attempt maybe keeps this game close.
He now knows Panatom's in lane. Blink forward, does a whole lot of damage to Rongyu, but he gets out of the
Nah,
Fire
he's
Giant
gone.
pit just in time. Can't figure out how they want to play around this composition.
Simply too clean from the Leviathans. Also, Pagon still running around.
Yeah, see ya.
Pagon still just running around. Panatom's going to be able to stop the backs. It's
Yeah.
a mid lane Phoenix gone.
Consider that back
And
stopped.
also, a minute death timer on Pagon now. Now, FineOK is going to be sandwiched between a few members of the Leviathans.
Good lord.
Interesting end to this game for the Jade Dragons. They were simply not on the same page. They're going to lose mid and left Phoenix. Miv, I think they might just lose the game now with no real attempt at a base defense.
PBM up in 7 seconds. Titan just now starting to take some damage. Scream, you don't win this 1v1.
No, you don't. Fields of Love down for PandaCat. The Atlantis Leviathans got back into this set in game 1. And they will clean up this set. Sole possession of first place.